The Hamptons International Film Festival will be here in East Hampton from October 7th through the 16th. If you'd like more information, hamptonsfilmfest.org, and we invite our viewers. It's going to be a great 30th year celebration of the Hampton Film Festival, and of course, you can catch up on the latest here on VVH-TV.
The Hamptons International Film Festival is back, celebrating 30 years with 10 days of thought-provoking films, October 7th through the 16th.
The Hamptons Film Festival is heartfelt and sincere and is more about artistic integrity.
I'm just excited to be around these other wonderful actors and so much talent.
This is an important film festival. It gives us a chance to see the world through other people's eyes.
Passes and packages on sale now. Follow us for the latest news at Hamptons Film.
So we're here at the opening day here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and you're very familiar to me, and I realize why. This is Alan Sepos, and Alan, you're an actor.
I am an actor, yeah. So I've been on a lot of TV shows, I've been in the movies, films. Maybe that's how you recognize it.
I do. I mean, you forgive me for saying that. Like, you faced Law and Order, the judge, the jury,
correct.
the defendant.
You could be my casting director. Yeah.
So what is it like being a working actor?
Well, it's fascinating. I love doing it. I had a whole nother business before, which allowed me to pay the rent. And now, as I'm older, I get to do this full time and plunge into it. I love it.
Excellent.
And I tell people, if that's your dream, even when you're 20, follow it.
So when did you know that you wanted to be an actor?
I started at 8. At 8 years old is when I started. Did something on Broadway at 8 years old, and then just kind of went in and out of it for many years.
You have the voice for it also.
I do voiceovers also.
Fantastic. You're totally immersed into this.
I love it.
So you're going to enjoy yourself at this festival.
Well, I might be looking at a lot of films thinking, I could have been in that one.
I could have been a contender. No, it's a whole other film.
Correct.
So what sort of parts do you like to do? Are you typecast in any parts?
So anything from the Mediterranean basin, that's the first kind of parts I'll always get. But I lived in France for 10 years, and so I speak French fluently and have pretty good French accent, so I get a lot of those roles as well. You know, French speaking, Mediterranean. I'm in a TV series now called Gravesend, and I play a French mafiosa. So
Excellent.
Those are the kind of roles I seem to get.
Well, it's so great catching up with you, and
thank you.
For our viewers, tell them why they should come to this film festival. Please.
Well, there's a practical reason and there's a fun reason. Practical is it's one of the last film festivals where major Hollywood studios can contend for an Oscar. There's a big voting audience for the Oscars here, so a lot of people who live here vote for the Academy Awards, and it's one of the last festivals where they can do that. So you get a big attendance for that reason. But the other thing is that David and Ann have done a phenomenal job of assembling films. There's over 130 films, and they're great films, and they have a pretty good handle on the audience here. So,
and you might be sitting next to Mr. Sepos there also. And we wish you all the best, continued success in what you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you. Do you live here on the East End?
I do live here. I live in Watermill.
Isn't that amazing? This is more of a reason that we have such a great festival, because we have people who live and work here.
Absolutely.
You know, we have a lot of personalities that come to this Hamptons International Film Festival, and I think this is the greatest. This is Sylvie.
This is Sylvie.
Hello, Sylvie. So good to meet you.
Yes. Sylvie's looking forward to seeing some of the films. Is Lassie showing?
Is there a whole category of films for Sylvie?
Yeah, there is.
Sylvie is a beautiful addition to this, and this is the 30th anniversary of this great film festival.
Yeah.
And I'm with Lisa Tamburini, and Lisa, we know you as a important camera person here in the East End. Cover all the great events, all the stars that live here on the East End.
Sylvie's mother. Come here, Sylvie's mother.
Yes, I just adopted her. thanks to Southampton Animal Shelter. And I think it's a match
She's
made
gonna
in
see
heaven,
some of the
isn't it?
films.
You're going to see some of them? What are you going to see? All of them.
Look at those beautiful eyes.
Thank you. One's blue and one's brown.
Do you like coming to this film festival?
I do. It's my first time, but yes, very much so.
Don't get between the popcorn and the table, because you'll quickly you'll be quickly pushed out of the way.
All right, so we're going to see Lassie. I think that's one of the films we're going to see.
Oh, you want to see Lassie? She does. Yes.
Well,
Or
you
what
want to
else?
see
Thank you
Lassie?
for the work you did. That's wonderful that you adopted from one of the shelters.
I did. I was very lucky. I did a video for them. So that's how they found out about me, and what a blessing, because they never get dachshunds. So she was dropped off with two of her brothers, and they called me, and here we are.
And are the other two?
Yes, they got adopted. One
they did
person.
get adopted.
Yes. Thank goodness. So,
Well,
yeah.
a beautiful life and a beautiful love
Thank
to have
you.
her as part of your family.
My family.
And
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
part of this 30th anniversary.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for talking to us. Yes.
Documentaries.
Maybe my film will be.
She does.
She does documentaries.
Yes, I
And
do.
you had a film screening this
Yes, I did.
Well, let's make a film on Sylvie.
I think it sounds great.
get a lot of
Great idea.
investors here.
Yes. Thank you. Let's do
All
a
the
film
best
about
to
you.
you.
Thank
What's
you.
your name again?
Christiane Arbisu, or Christine. I go by both.
All right, Christine will be here for next year's film festival.
Okay.
But Sylvie will be here also.
She definitely will. We're putting it in our books.
Sam Pizzullo, filmmaker here at the Hamptons International Film Festival.
Happy to be here, Ernie. Thank you.
This is a big one, 30 years, Sam.
This is the 30th anniversary. It all leads up to this moment. This is it.
Now, I asked, are you an actor? Are you a producer? Are you a director? Because you've got the looks to be an actor.
Thank you.
And you've
Ernie.
got the intelligence to be a director. Tell us what
Appreciate it.
brings you here.
Well, I can say I check all those boxes. I'm also very modest. But I am working on a really exciting feature film that is being shot primarily out here in the Hamptons area, mostly in Sag Harbor. It's a parody mockumentary. We are nearing the end of completion, and excited to see what the next stage of it might be, and hope to be here premiering the film at the Hamptons International Film Festival 2023, the 31st edition.
So you're working on it right now. It's
Correct.
not going to be screened this year, but definitely we're looking towards next year as one of our local films produced here on Long Island.
Correct. Yes, we're hoping to make it into the Views from Long Island section next year. Unfortunately, we missed the deadline for this year, so it will not be included in this year's program. But we look forward to next year. But there are
Sag
many
Harbor.
exciting films to see this year.
Oh, absolutely. But before we go there, Sag Harbor is such a great place to film a movie. What
Yes.
type of a movie? Could you give us just a general idea of what the movie's
Sure.
about?
Well, yeah, Sag Harbor is an incredible community. Many artists and creative, talented people that reside in Sag Harbor. The film is a documentary about one man's journey to see his creative aspirations to fruition. And then there's another layer to it where it's sort of a parody mockumentary, and I play myself as a aspiring producer trying to make a musical at Bay Street Theater. But it's called Scream the Musical, the movie, and you can Google it. There's
Scream
a trailer.
the Musical, the movie. Wow,
It's very meta. There's very many layers to it. But it's sort of like a Christopher Guest style improv, Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show. That's sort of the
sounds
inspiration.
like a Broadway play also. It could be a variety of...
Well, the film follows me attempting to produce a Broadway musical. Well, not a Broadway musical, a musical at Bay Street Theater.
Oh, wow. This is so much local heritage
And there's
to
a
this
lot of
production.
there's a lot of great cameos from different people who are pretty well known in the film community locally. Some people from the festival included.
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Did you go to school to learn this? Or
I did go to school to study film and communications, and I have worked for many different festivals throughout my career and spent many years producing various types of mostly branded content. But my earliest aspirations were to perform and to write and direct, so I'm excited to have an opportunity now to pursue those passions.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're so thrilled. This is what it's all about. You're seeing this director, producer, Mr. Pizzullo, who's here.
Great pronunciation. Thank you.
And what you bring is the energy that we've been hoping for. This is what this festival is all about. You know, my brother and I have been covering this festival since its inception in 1996, when the police would chase cars off the street saying, "What are you here for?" And we said, "We're here for a film festival." Well, now, 30 years later, this film festival is bigger and better than ever. And the only reason why it's successful, it's not because of the big major motion pictures and the big stars. You know, granted, they're the ones that bring people out. It's because of the young filmmakers, the filmmakers who are willing to take a chance and get started and bring their work here.
Yeah, and I would say to that point, it's about, you know, clearly the emerging filmmakers, but it's also about the incredible talent that exists within the film festival organization. You know, David Nugent and Megan Costello, incredible programmers that really have their finger on the pulse of what's trending and what audiences want to see. And of course, the leadership of Anne Chasson. We're just very lucky to have such creative and visionary people leading this festival and bringing these incredible films to audiences locally.
If anyone is interested in you covered all the bases. Thank you, because those are the people who 12 months out of the year make this the great festival that it is.
Absolutely.
If anyone is interested in reaching out to you, is there like a way to do that?
Yeah, you can go to madeouteast.com, www.madeouteast.com, and that's our website, and you can learn more about the project, and you can find my contact information there.
What a thrill.
Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you.
What a thrill.
You're our first interview here, because
Really?
It just kicked off. This festival just began.
I know, and I'm excited to attend.
I think you're going to be a hard act to follow.
Thank you so much.
If not for our volunteers, and this is Gilda, one of our volunteers here.
Yes, it is. And we were here this morning getting ready for the big film festival they're having.
You love films, huh?
I do. If they're good, I really like them.
Now, what is we know what you do. You guys, if not for the volunteers, we wouldn't be able to hold a festival like this. But for you as a volunteer, what's the benefit for you?
If you really want to know the truth, it's because I need something to do, and this is a good cause to do it. And, you helping the people here, and you're meeting people who come from all over to go to the film festival.
Well, I hope you realize that those of us in the industry appreciate what the volunteers do, because your labor of love helps make it possible.
Well, we appreciate it, we do it, and I would do more if I could. But they didn't need us today.
Well, it's just the start.
Yeah.
But you're going to be here 5 days, right?
I'm going to be around 5 days. I'm going to Sag Harbor a couple of days and see what they need me there.
Well, thank you, Gilda. All
My
the best
pleasure.
to you, and thanks for all you guys do for this festival.
We enjoy it, and we hope it has a good start. It's been 3.5 years, so I hope a lot of people come and enjoy themselves.
You know, there are a lot of important people that make this film festival a reality. We have boards of directors. We have volunteers. We just interviewed a volunteer. But there's only one festival director person who puts it all together in terms of collecting these films, and it's this gentleman, David Nugent. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I am one of many people. I'm the artistic director. So yeah, I have a really great team that I work with, and we've been working all year for this, so we're excited to get started.
30th year. That's so special, isn't it?
Hard to believe. My 16th and the festival's 30th. It's pretty incredible, but we're really excited to get started.
And this festival is so significant in the entire United States. And I think a large reason is the population you have here on the East End. Hamptons International Film Festival. How many people in the industry are live and work here.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, as you guys know probably better than I do, we're a part of a big community out here of artists and cultural influencers and editors and just people that are passionate about the arts. And we're just lucky that so many of them are here and that they want to come out and see films.
Now, as the artistic director, could you give us and our viewers a little bit of a tip on maybe some of the titles that you really like?
I mean, I like them all, obviously. We're really excited about this film, Devotion, we're doing on Sunday. We've got a bunch of the actors and the director and the producers coming for that. We're doing a screening of this wonderful movie, The Sun, that stars Hugh Jackman on Sunday night. I'm super excited about that one, too. And we have this unbelievable family-friendly documentary called Goodnight Oppie about this Mars rover that was supposed to last for 90 days and ended up lasting for 15 years. It's incredible. So those are a couple of films I really love.
And also there'll be the Conversations with...
Yep.
And now, did I see Chelsea Clinton is also participating on one of the events?
Yep, she's coming out. Martin McDonough and Mariska Hargitay. We got 3 really good conversations with us here.
There's so much to see.
Yeah.
HamptonsFilmFest.org, that's the website.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. On behalf of local TV, which is what we're all about, if not for your involvement, Anne Chassan and the rest of the team, who might be too numerous to mention, you guys have kept it alive, made it a reality, and this is going to be a great 30th anniversary.
Well, thank you and for your long-standing support, and hope to see everybody at the movies.
The moon is shining here in East Hampton, and it's the start of the Hamptons International Film Festival, coming to you from East Hampton, New York. I'm Ernie Shimizi, and let's take a shot of the East Hampton Middle School. This is the site for our opening night film. The festivities have begun. Great filmmaking. Check us out, Hamptons International Film Festival, hamptonsfestival.com, and you could also visit us at WVVH.com. We have been a media sponsor of the Hamptons International Film Festival since 1996. Stay with us. This is the board of the Hamptons International Film Festival. These are the people who direct this festival over these many years. It's a great way to kick off this opening night here at East Hampton Middle School.
I remember that, dude.
That's Anne Chassan to the left, Tony Ross in the center, and Stuart Matsuno. These are 3 individuals. Anne is the executive director presently of the Hamptons International Film Festival. Tony Ross was a founding member. Tony was one, and this is David Nugent now joining them. So we have David Nugent, Anne Chassan, Tony Ross, and Stuart Matsuno. It's an interesting group that's part of the history of the Hamptons International Film Festival. David to the left is the artistic director. Stuart Matsuno, chairman for a number of years of this great...
18 years, I was chairman.
But now you're on the board, right?
Chairman emeritus. I'm still on the board.
Well, you've kept this great institution going, as well as your own, the Silver Cup Studios. 30 years, you knew it was going to always be around, didn't you?
I certainly hope so. I didn't know. You can't know the future. You can only hope, and as I learned from Jane Goodall, hope includes working at it. It takes real effort.
But of all the film festivals around the world, and especially here in the United States, this is favored because this is the one that brings people right to the Oscars, isn't it?
Well, we have a great history of films being nominated, anywhere from 30 to 60 Oscars. Nominations usually flow through the festival, and very often, at least 20 Oscar winners. It's the only festival in the world, I believe, that has the best winning film 12 years in a row, although we missed last year. So
isn't that amazing? Wow. What a track record.
That's right.
In recollection of this festival, what thoughts come to mind? I mean, from the years of your involvement and all that you've provided. I mean, your company is a major sponsor, Silver Cup Studios, Incidentally, that's where The Sopranos are shot. All these other
Sex
great...
in the City, 30
Sex
Rock.
in the City, 30
Gossip
Rock.
Girl. Many other great movies and TV shows.
And now...
So what's great about the festival is it brings a lot of economic development through the world of art and film into this local community. So it's really good. So I just want to get some pictures with my family over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to interrupt.
Yeah, this is your family's with us?
Yeah, my daughters.
Well, you're such a... I mean, our viewers will see this. You're such a low-key guy. I mean, you're a captain of industry here. You're not a... you guys own those big flashlights that they shine into the sky.
That's right.
You know, we're very fortunate because we remember at the time when you stepped in and assumed the chairmanship. So continued success. Any thoughts of the 30 years of movies?
Looking forward to the next 30 years.
So you're going to stick with us?
Sure, I'm only 66. You know,
in that case, maybe I won't put in for my retirement either.
Good. It's great.
And then just look at Chloe in the middle.
During the day, I can send you the list. I mean, are you looking to do interviews as well?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm looking for more, but there's only on Shelter Island I was invited to.
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Send forward to what I have.
Sure. I've never been there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You can just schlep to get there. Got to get on a ferry or something. Oh. Well, I'm down for whatever adventure. You know?
Yeah, I'll follow you when I sit down for sure.
Okay.
And then you want to talk to a couple folks here?
Ernie Shimizi, WVVH, Hamptons Television.
Hamptons is a television
station? This is, the Hamptons has its very own TV
amazing.
station, and we've been covering this event for 30 years, and our opening night film. It's such a pleasure to meet you, and tell us about your film for our viewers, why it's our opening night film.
I mean, it's an interesting choice because although it's a film about something in essence quite sad, I think it's incredibly uplifting in a way, and so I hope that that's what it'll be for the Hamptons audience. It'll be something that'll warm their hearts.
Now, I have to mention this, I know we're pressed for time, but Kurosawa was an influence?
Actually, this is a movie that's based on an existing Kurosawa film.
Those of us who were in film school or know of films,
you know Kurosawa.
Seven Samurai and
exactly.
all that sort of stuff.
He was a Japanese director who became hugely successful in America because his work was distributed here. And this film, our film Living, is based on his film called Ikaru, which was made in 1952.
Well, congratulations. We're thrilled to have you as our kickoff motion picture for this film festival, and a lot of success to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.